In the UK, bosses have been told to bring Christmas back to the workplace. Apparently, the tradition of the traditional Christmas at work has been frowned upon because it might alienate people of different religions. That sounds familiar to people who live in the United States. But according to David Isaac, the chairman of the Equality and Human Rights Commission, or the EHRC, he said, freedom of religion is a fundamental right and shouldn't be suppressed through fear of offending. Lots of employers have now become really worried about doing anything discriminatory regarding their Muslim or Jewish staff. Apparently this leads to what he calls, quote, extreme and disproportionate behavior, which could produce some sort of resentment about special treatment for the people that the bosses are trying not to offend. Should they bring things like, what he says, festive parties, cards, and the Lord's Prayer to the workplace and stop calling them festive trees, but rather go back to saying things like, this is a Christmas tree at the office? Where should we be on this? Thoughts, 5 words or less.
Freedom of religion means freedom.
Don't ever Christmas shame me.
It's a war on Christmas. A war, I tell you.
Brett, this is like a big deal because I work for a really big Fortune 500 company who is super, super, super staunch and very adamant on inclusiveness, but making sure they compartmentalize a lot of things when it comes to religion. And what he said, I agree with. I think that it's really hard to cater to everyone. And you don't want to dismiss or discount or ignore someone's religious background or their religion in general, be it Muslim, Jewish, or whatnot. But I think a lot of people in this day and age, especially with shaming and how easily people are offended by little things, I think that we are moving away from calling things like Christmas parties. Now it's a holiday party. You know, I work, again, going back to my job, I worked at this place for over 10 years and I've seen the decline. Before they had massive Christmas trees, massive Christmas decorations, things that you would know was the holidays. Now it's dwindled down to a snowflake. You know, you can't,
it's cold outside now.
And it's sad because people get into Christmas for the feeling of the season. It's a celebratory season. It's the one time out of the year where I think people in LA are really nice. You know, no one, they're super
great.
cool, and you know, you don't feel like you don't have to be a dick. You find parking easier. You know, you get discounts on things, but.
Right, because some places don't charge at the meters on Christmas for
it's
parking.
amazing. But we are moving away from Christmas, and I get it. They don't want to talk about Jesus and the religious meaning of what the holiday is. I get it. Some people that don't believe Jesus is the Son of God or don't subscribe to that narrative in religion may not be cool with that, So, but it's taken all to, I guess, for me. And I'm not, and please do not think that I'm saying that Muslims or Jews, that's not what I'm saying at all. I think that here in America, especially, we've become so anti-Christmas and more of, well, let's just call this, a holiday party, not to offend people, and it's kind of sad.
Grace, you're a religious zealot. What do you think?
I am. I think this sort of manufactured controversy comes as a reaction of Christians believing that their religion, that our faith, the one that I subscribe to, is greater than other religions. And so there's no room for anything except Christmas. And if you try and level the playing field and represent all religions, which is what freedom of religion means, then therefore Christians feel like they are being intruded on, like their faith is being for whatever reason, compromised because other people and that are, now in the conversation are able to celebrate their traditions as well. And that's what we see this with equality all the time. It happens within the gay community as well, where it's like when we want equal rights, people that have had those rights for the whole time feel like just because we're leveling the playing field that now suddenly they are losing out. No, we're just leveling it out. And I think that it is important that, it's sort of a live and let live attitude when it comes to the season, when it comes to the holidays. Like you celebrate whatever, religion you want to, whatever holiday it is for you. And we should acknowledge that it is that holiday. I think watering everything down and just saying happy holidays is stupid. If you celebrate Christmas, awesome. You celebrate Kwanzaa, awesome. We shouldn't have to sort of, the word I'm thinking of is pussyfoot around each other because we don't want to offend anybody. Celebrate what you want to celebrate and be open about it and be proud about it.
Yeah, there's a lot to it because, you have to admit it's kind of weird to have, a Christmas thing at the office because it is a religion. Don't think that it's weird not to say Christmas. It is already weird to say, Christ stuff
Mass.
at the frickin' office. It is weird. And in many ways, the reason why people want to have it there is because, like, a lot of people are Christian. Like, I get it. I think the solution, in short, is like...
And call off Christmas.
It's the holiday season. People can celebrate different holidays. A lot of people celebrate holidays. A lot of people don't. For the people who do celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. For those who don't, happy days off. Enjoy your winter solstice or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Your winter siesta.
But like, I think getting to your point of how folks who celebrate Christmas have felt like they've been oppressed.
There's a war on
by this.
Christmas.
You haven't been oppressed. There's no war on
It's
Christmas.
not that serious.
There's a war on like being mean to people, and I'm fine with that. Let's not be mean to people. Let's not make people feel weird.
It is a
I don't think a lot of people feel weird when folks say Christmas, because a lot of us do know that Christmas is out there.
Yeah, it's what we grew up hearing. But I think that there is a small group of Christians who sort of hijack the holidays for everyone else, and if
that
it's
happens
not
with anything,
right, it
in
does happen
general.
with anything. But I think that it doesn't represent the mass populace of Christians that are live and let live. That are like, yeah, I celebrate Christmas, but I want you to celebrate whatever you want to celebrate. And I guess we're having a Christmas party, but if you want to call it something else, whatever the fuck you want to call it, cool. I'm still going to celebrate Christmas because that's what I believe. But you do whatever you want to believe.
I think that's a great. You guys both make fantastic points, but I think, especially for here in the United States, Christmas is more. Maybe I'm wrong in generalizing, but I think it's more of just a commercial thing. The holiday season for most people isn't really even about the religion, to tell you the truth. I mean, we've grown up, Christmas, you have fun, you get presents, and it's sad because that's the reality. It's a commercial thing, and it gets more and more commercial every year. And I think that there are some people who still subscribe to the notion of, yes, it's about Jesus and it's about religion, but for the most part, people aren't thinking about Christmas that way. So when you hear companies say like, oh, well, we don't want to offend people, I don't think people are coming to work thinking, oh my God, they're going to say Christmas today, I'm going to be offended.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are grown-ups and we think, okay, it's totally Christmas out there.
Keep it moving.
And yeah, let's just you can have your Christmas tree, because I think Christmas trees are cool. I know tons of Jewish people who have Christmas trees because they're awesome and do it all. They have like a Christmas party where they open presents and it's fun. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that we can handle it. I think a lot of folks can handle a Christmas party. I don't want anyone who's now like saying, see, we can say the Lord's Prayer, to start like praying in front of people.
They may be a little...
That's more British. I feel like they do say that.
But
they
if
must
someone
say that. But yeah, I was on a plane that landed the other day, and we couldn't get into the gate, so we had some extra time on our hands. And the stewardess, who's like, a grandmother, got up on the thing and said, hi, everyone. When you go off to celebrate Thanksgiving with your families, remember. And then she started singing, God bless America.
So now that's a little weird.
Land. And so I was like, but why is it weird? And to me, the reason that's weird is because she's saying God over and over again and like saying God to take care of it. And it was the religious aspect to me that makes it weird. I think that I can hear people say Merry Christmas, and in their tone, I don't hear them saying like, because Christ our Lord is the Savior. And I think that's the way to handle it.
I have a very trying relationship with evangelical Christians, mostly because they hate me and they don't think that I can be a part of the faith, which I super can, and I'm really happy that they're not my final judgment. But what I think about is when you are praying for people, when you go out of your way to like, I'm praying for you and like I want to save you.
Yeah.
People don't save people. God saves people, and if that's in God's
Not
plan,
really,
no,
but He doesn't.
No, but I'm just saying, as a Christian, if you believe that, you must believe that it's not you as a stewardess over the megaphone that's going to save someone on there.
Right, but
You know
then
what
again,
I mean?
I don't know.
She feels like she's being a vessel for the Lord's message.
It's so weird, but when you say God, people don't save people, God saves people, that weirds me out.
I know, it is
like
a weird
you sound
thing.
equally crazy, and I went to Catholic school, like, and I got it, but it's just weird. It's just, I feel like this is America, and we on purpose said like church is over here, state is over here, somewhere in the middle is company parties,
and also
we fight that fight to just have everybody feel mellow without pussyfooting around. I think you can find the happy medium.
And that's it. Happy medium. If I was Brett, if I was on the plane You said, well, why is it weird that she started singing "God Bless America" over the intercom?
So weird.
Because
And people
the
started
time and
joining
place,
in.
But the argument people are gonna have in the
Phoenix.
comments is, well, when is a good time to worship God? Like, you should be able to worship God whenever you want. You should be able to worship God whenever you want. But if I was on Delta Airlines and she said that, I would feel like, okay, yeah. I mean, it's just there's a time and place for things of that nature.
Right. She had me prisoner in a tube.
I know, in a metal tube.
And I had
you
to
can't
sing
leave.
it. I don't know.
She against our will, we had to be
And Brett is now a Satanist, so that's what that happened.
victims.
I'm sorry.
Huge Wiccan now.
I'm sorry.
They're
People
not the
should
same. Those are not the
celebrate
same.
however you want. I feel if you're Muslim, Jewish, Hindu, whatever, celebrate however you want. I think there's enough to go around. I don't think it's that big a deal to talk about Christmas, especially in America, because it's so commercial. It's a commercial thing. It's not we've gotten away from the true meaning of Christmas. It's about gifts and money and buying things and the festivity, like Mariah Carey says, the festivity of the season. That's what Christmas has become, I guess, in my eyes, here in America.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks off for kids in school. That's what I love the most about it. What do you think? Give us your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time on Pop Trigger. Merry Christmas.